cocktail shaken. Cocktails on the fly. I'm your flighty hostess, Alberta Straub. Mojitos. We all love them. Why? Because they're super darn tasty. They're fresh, they're tangy, they're good. But you know what? That's a Cuban thing. It's from Cuba. I'm gonna make you a Mexican mojito, okay? It's gonna be Mexican style, all right? We're gonna make it with tequila. I'm gonna celebrate the great Mexican author, poet, and statesman Octavio Pause, P-A-Z, by calling my cocktail the Octavio Pause, P-A-U-S-E. It's a pun, you get it? I love puns. That's why I can't wait to make you my lovely cocktail, the Hot for Peacher. Anyways, right now we're gonna make a Mexican mojito. You know how we're gonna make it? We're gonna use cilantro. It's gonna be so super tasty. So first of all, let's start off with this great tequila, Gran Centenario. This is a really nice full agave tequila. I'm gonna put in 1.5 ounces. Start off with a glass that you can muddle in, something strong, tempered glass. I call this my summer glass. You want to be able to muddle in there and get right in, so don't use any fragile tall glasses. So we got 1.5 ounces of Gran Centenario tequila, or whatever kind of tequila you like. I like reposado because reposado has a nice like spiciness, but it's aged a little bit. It's got a good taste. Okay, and then 1 ounce of fresh lime. And then I made, in another episode, I made this super tasty citrus sugar. It's got an orange feel, and adds a nice orange creaminess to the cocktail. So I'm gonna use about 1.5 ounces of that. And then Aperol, a little splash of Aperol. This is a nice kind of a citrusy, orangey flavor. And then some Cointreau. I want about 1/2 ounce of that. And then we're gonna put our cilantro in. You treat the cilantro like mint. You take the mint and you separate the leaves from the stems. That's what I want you to do with the cilantro. You can wash it carefully. You don't want any gravel in your cocktail. Separate the leaves from the stems. You want to leave a couple for the garnish. Then you put it in your cocktail glass, your muddling glass like that, with a couple of rounds of orange to give it a nice bright citrusy flavor. And then you're ready to muddle. Now, I don't know if anyone has seen my flyito recipe show, and that's where I'm telling you, or my muddling show, but go back and check them out because I'm telling you, you don't pulverize, you just gently crush. You just want to let out the flavors. You don't want to pulverize. Pulverizing lets out bitterness. It breaks it up too much. Sometimes if you pulverize, you get stuck in your teeth. You're talking to some cute guy. You're like, oh, hi, you got a big old piece right there. That's not looking good, okay? I have my producer checking for me, you know, before I start my show, so that doesn't happen. All right, so I'm muddling, muddle, 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 gently pressing the flavors out. Now, I like to use the rounds of the orange because I do like the peels in there. The peels provide a nice, like, kind of like a little bitterness. It's very light. You know, I'm not talking a bitter cocktail. I just add some flavor. It's nice. Muddle, muddle. Okay, let's put some ice in there. Got some ice going. Woo! Got that with my belly. Luckily, it's cocktail size there. Got some Sazerac right there and some Negroni right there. Maybe you do too, or a little beer belly. Okay. Got some big ice cubes in there. See that? It's just like a mojito. You just like get your bar spoon, get the flavors in there. I'm gonna do a little bit extra muddling, stir it up. Then a couple more little ice cubes. You're looking for something. There we go. We don't want we don't want a lot of dilution. That's why I'm careful to get some big cubes here because I just want the flavors to really come out and I want it to get cold. So do a little bit more stirring. Okay, a little bit more stirring. And then look for maybe a couple of other little cubes. There we go. All right, I chipped this ice before I started. I'm looking for some small pieces, a couple of big chunks. There we go, that's perfect. And let's top it off with seltzer. Oh, this is smelling really good. If you guys like spicy food, this is just a nice spicy alternative to the mojito. There we go. You put in your straw and then nice orange round. And then we're going to put in just a little bit of Gary Regan's orange bitters. Just going to put on the top. There we go, for a little accent. It's a little smell feel, you know. There we go. Cheers. Octavio Pause. Thank you, Octavio. You are a great, great writer. Cheers. Octavio Pause. In a mixing glass add 1½ ounces tequila, 1 ounce fresh lime juice, 1½ ounces citrus sugar, splash of Aperol, 1/2 ounce of Cointreau, handful of cilantro leaves, 2 orange wheels, then muddle, muddle, muddle. Add ice and stir. Add straw and top with seltzer. Garnish with orange wheel and cilantro sprig. Top with a dash of Gary Regan's orange bitters. Delicious! Cocktail shaken.